Hello, everybody. Today I was going to be talking to you guys about my personal experience living in Germany. I've had a blast since I've been here, but there's also been major perks. Uh, One of those is getting to experience the German culture. It's definitely not, I think everything that you hear about in the States is always during that World War II area, so you always think Germans could be angry people, but they are the complete opposite. They're super caring. They take care of each other. They're very big as far as families go into helping one another take care of each other. Even if somebody were to lose an item, you might see it hanging from a tree or hanging somewhere that if you were to backtrace your steps, you could very easily find it. So again, the Germans are definitely the opposite of what I thought when I first moved here. The whole reason I am here is because I'm in the military, but I'm definitely glad for this opportunity that I've had to live here. They're also very big into recycling and just taking care of the earth. It is a little bit of a complex system. It takes a little getting used to. They have their normal trash, they have their bio trash, they have their plastic that you have to separate as well as your paper. So you have to make sure that you organize these properly to pretty much help out the uh, recycling business. Otherwise, they spend too much time having to sort through trash, and you could actually find yourself with a fine if they see that you're intentionally not doing things. They even have separate bins, typically at the end of a village, that you would put your different colored glass bottles in. So if you're like myself, I love wine. Sometimes wine bottles come in different colors, whether it be clear, green, or brown. You typically separate those. Again, just helping the environment. The government's very pro into helping the environment as well. When I first moved here, again, it was taking some getting used to, I think, because of the language barrier. Thankfully, they have different bags that have images, not just the words. So you kind of get an idea of what goes where. This is a perfect example of a brown bag. This is where you're going to put your, it says bio, so I think most of us know with bio, it's going to be your, let's say your banana peels or just leftover food. They do expect you to separate these items. Another thing would be a giant yellow bag, which if you look closely, there are little images on what would typically go in these bags, just to kind of help you make sure that you don't really have any excuses for, well, I didn't know that this goes in this bag or this goes over here. Of course, just your regular trash are things that won't fall under those categories. Your paper is typically, it could be your the rolls from your paper towels or that go from your toilet paper. Another huge perk that I have come across since being here is the ease of traveling. I think everybody loves to travel, or at least that's a goal in life that they want to accomplish. The biggest, I think, method of travel that they have over here is probably going to be their train system, which is phenomenal. I myself, I have kids, so sometimes airplanes just aren't the route for myself. It is fast and it is affordable to fly while you're over here in Europe, but it's also, they charge an arm and a leg as far as your baggage. It has to be very small. They could get you on little things here and there. So again, the way that I recommend to travel is through the train system. It's super cheap. They go to major cities, so if you ever want to go visit some big castles or go to Oktoberfest, they can definitely take you there. It also helps a lot if you are going to go to a festival, you're not having to worry about drinking and driving, just because, again, you're taking a train. It's super easy to find your seat. People are, again, super friendly, taking care of one another. A big perk that I have liked anytime I go to a festival, you get these massive mugs. So they are definitely not stingy when it comes to their alcoholic beverages. Another fun thing to do, especially during Oktoberfest, is embracing the German culture. I've got a lederhosen here that I do wear. They have the suspenders, just like what you'd probably see in the movies, or that I think most of us have heard about. So it's really fun. You get to dress up, get to go to all these festivals. You get to just pretty much travel around Europe. So it's not just Germany. You can travel outside of Germany. You just end up running into having to look into different trains that connect to DB, who is the main train station here in Germany. They're very kid friendly. They give you little kid tickets. Your kids can turn those tickets in. You get toys. It's just a phenomenal experience. I definitely recommend anybody who is over here or plans to visit here, definitely take a train. It's an experience that you can talk to your friends and family about. It's just a blast. It's super relaxing. You don't have to look for parking. Everything typically, once you get off the train, is very close, within walking distance of the train station. At least that's been my experience with how I've coordinated a lot of the fun events out here with my wife and kids. Aside from those two things, again, I think we all have this misconception that Germans cannot or are not friendly. But like, I've given you multiple examples of how they've taken care of each other, how they've personally taken care of my wife and kids if we're on the train and we have our stroller on there. They typically will make space for us to get on there with our kids. It's just phenomenal. I highly recommend. If you have not been to Germany, you definitely need to come and visit. All right, everybody. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to talking to you guys next week.